Hey there, it's Quinn with PTSD While Black. I am doing just a quick check-in because a large part of what I use this vlog for is to help me keep track of any physical or brain symptoms I have. Um, and I'm having a day. I'm having a day where I can't remember things and I'm getting confused very easily. I'm very tired. I don't think I slept well last night. Um, and So I have days like this. I have days where I'm brilliant and I'm on it and I can blah do all the things. And then there's just today where like pronouncing words is a challenge and that's okay. And I think part of it is yesterday was Saturday. I think yesterday was Saturday and I volunteered at a recovery summit, an annual recovery summit. Represented a table um, for women who are recovering from who are recovering from the sex addiction of others. So it helped me a lot with processing my rape, going to that 12-step group. So I was like, okay, I'll represent their table. And I didn't have anything to decorate their table with. It was like last minute. So I grabbed my balloon bag. I do balloon art. I used to volunteer at the Sankofa Sunday School and do a lot of the holidays and occasionally doing gigs when I felt healthy enough to do them. Um, so I was like, okay, I'm going to take my balloons and I'm going to decorate the table. And I made roses and have these Hello Kitty stamped balloons. And um, I made just like little table displays. And then I was like, you know what? I want my theme just to be the roses. And so I gave out my Hello Kitties to people. It was so funny because the prison people who help people who are getting out of prison, they're ex-prisoners themselves. Um, I was like, would you like a Hello Kitty balloon? And these guys, their eyes just lit up and they were like, yeah, but do you have a shank? Anyhow, what point of being, that just made me laugh. It made me laugh because I made them a sword and an axe and let those two guys go at it. But I used a lot of brain yesterday. Used a lot of brain because normally when I twist, if I do an event, I have a poster of what I'm going to twist. I have a set thing that I'm going to be repetitive in making. And it helps me to look at the picture so I know what I'm making. I didn't do that. I just grabbed my bag this time. And so I know I can't do, I think it's called busking, where you can go out around and be like, what do you want me to make you? I'll make you that. I'd love to be at that level someday, but my brain doesn't let me. And I noticed the first hour of twisting, I was getting confused and feeling a little dizzy. So I stopped and I ate something and I listened to the speakers. And I just noticed that there's just it's this uncomfortable feeling that comes over me that's like, you're pushing too hard. And then when we had the break session for people to come around to the tables, I was using skills. I was talking and twisting and being present with people. And I'm glad that I've gotten a lot better and I can do a lot more because used to be I couldn't talk and twist. But I know that I used too much brain yesterday and I'm paying for it today. I have like the zappies. It feels like zaps on this side around here. So I did too much. And it's so funny because I was supposed to be trying to learn how to do magic tricks and I've only mastered one trick and it goes like this. And it goes like this. And it goes like this. That's about it. I'm not going to tell you how. Somebody who has the trick will teach you. That's all I got. But I'm just like noticing, like my husband and I were having a conversation of me trying to go do a regular job because his work was, he was talking about they're having issues in their customer service desk. I'm like, I could probably only work maybe 3 or 4 hours maximum, 6 on a good day. It's just, I wish I had more consistency with what I can and cannot do. I know when I'm drawing, I can draw for a long period of time and I can twist if I'm twisting the same thing, like doing the flower arrangements and bouquets that you can see on my website. I can do those for a long period of time because it's repetitive. It's the same thing being created. And I don't have to, the colors aren't that different. It's selecting the color and organizing is part of using the brain injury here. Um, so what I noticed was when I fatigue my brain, I'm still having the same symptoms of getting upset really quick. I get upset real easily. And I noticed last night I was having a PTSD episode. I need to charge my TENS bracelets so I can sleep tonight. But I caught it because I was trying to solve some sort of tech issue, and my brain was in the PTSD loop of I got to fix this, I got to change this, I got to do this, and I had caught myself like 35 minutes in and looking at my husband going, I'm having a PTSD episode. I'm upset. And so when I have those, it's good for me to pause and to ask myself what's threatened in this moment. And it's like, oh, well, if I can't get this tech issue fixed, I'm going to, it's going to affect my pocketbook, my ambitions, my relationships, my sex life, because I didn't get to have sex last night. Ah, no. My husband was tired anyway, but 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 it affects my sex life. It affects my. I was going through all the areas of life, trying to that the obsession, the trauma focus was affecting, and then I have to go through and look at what's my part. What can I control in this, and how am I being dysfunctional in my control? And part of it was, and I'm trying to control the unmanageable. That this tech issue is just going to be what it is, and um, not accepting the situation for what it is, and being in fear. And I realized my fear was relying on just myself, my fatigued brained self, um, and being disciplined, the self discipline of I know how to do this, and so I can do this, and I should do this. No, you shouldn't. You should take your ass to bed. You used your brain a whole lot. It's time to rest. Um, and so there's that fear. And then what was the other thing? Self-seeking, wanting to look like I'm capable and to seem like I got it together. And what's the other one? I have this worksheet that I do that helps me to check in on these things so that I can name them and then look at what can I do differently? How can I handle the situation differently? Where was I wrong in this? And well, I'm learning that I have to get off social media by 8 p.m. If I'm on later than 8 p.m., it's just dysfunctional obsession. Or what's the other one? It's like, so it helps me to figure out what are my good brain hygiene actions that I can take to normalize myself. So that was helpful. And what I'm grateful for is that even though I'm dealing with this whole gang stalking behavior, and now I'm just laughing at these people because they're my entertainment and I'm their entertainment because I know they're on my phone, I know they're in my apps, and so I like to post things just to trigger them now. But I do, guys, I do. You make it way too easy. You're welcome. Welcome to the Quinny show. But why are you on my phone? But so dealing with the stalking thing, I just recognize it's just another thing that's using up my spoons, just like twisting a balloon. So it's like, oh, well, I have a choice on how I use my spoons. Okay. So I'm like accepting using that 10th step process is what it's called. Um, it helped me to look at the stalking in that way too. That I'm powerless over the fact that these people want to stalk me. They want to, for whatever reasons, whether they're jealous or insecure or afraid or anxious, angry, mad at a black woman. I don't know what their stuff is, but I'm powerless over their motives. And my trying to control their motives makes my life unmanageable. So I don't have to try to control their motives. I can view the situation differently because my responsibility is to take care of my health and my well-being, and to be present in my home and in my relationship and with my friends and family. So I'm like recognizing my responsibility with that, and it's like, oh, just allow one less thing to affect my brain stuff. So I've decided to just make fun of the entire situation. Um, for the ones who are on my phone, there are random videos. I'm inviting them to fuck with my phone now. There's a random video on there of me joking around about a booty call, and I'm shaking my big ass in front of the camera. So you should enjoy that. Feel free to make that go viral. Just let me see it. God. And what was the other one? Oh, oh yeah, because I know in this one karaoke app that someone is viewing my private videos that I make. So I'm just going to make private videos that are for you, just for you, because you need to feel special and important. Okay, so I will do that for you. Um, yeah, just as much as you're trying to get a reaction out of me, I catch myself trying to get a reaction out of you, the stalkers. But then I'm like, why? The only reaction I'm trying to get out of you is for my own humor, which I think we're doing the same thing to each other, which is hella stupid. And that's why I think people should pick up the phone and talk to each other. It makes life a lot easier. Or do a video chat. But yeah, I have a choice on suffering. That's what I realized yesterday when I was having the tech brain stuff. It's like, oh, well, I can choose to focus on this and fix it. Like, I must get it done. Who the fuck needs me to get it done right now? Nobody needs me to get it done right now. Okay, let it be what it is. I'm going to go take a nap. I'm going to go listen to my husband's heartbeat. I'm going to go pet the cat. I have other choices of things to do than to be triggered. And I'm glad that I have gotten this growth in my life. I am so glad. And one thing that I realized, I was sitting down today and I had a moment. I was watching some Christina Aguilera. Oh, the song Fighter came on. And I used to cry to that song because I had a very abusive relationship with an employer once. And I used to cry at my desk all the time with that song. And like now it's like I'm realizing the stuff that I'm going through today, in comparison to the things I've been through in my life, in comparison to a concussion, in comparison to the car accident, a house fire, surviving rape, these little things of these people who want to stalk me, that's like in comparison to what I've been through. And I laughed. I cried and I laughed. And so I'm like, I know that I'm making progress. I know that I'm healing. I know that I'm recovering. And now if I could just be healed more consistently, that would be great. I'm noticing I'm losing the feeling in the left side of my body right now. It's because I'm also trying to figure out how to balloon twist Miss Piggy, because I got challenged by a friend to do that and I need to take pictures. And I'm working through the balloon as I'm talking to you in my head. Working through the balloon in my head as I'm talking to you. So I'm just getting to be observant of these things. And I'm finding I am recovering sooner, quicker, faster. And that is so helpful. That sooner, quicker, faster is becoming a reality in my life. And I'm glad that I could recognize last night that I'm like, oh, you're having a trauma response. What are your choices? I can get it out of my body. I can go exercise. I can go pet the cat. I can ask for a hug. I can scream at the top of my lungs. I can cry it out. Or, there's choices besides of suffering and thinking that I need to fix this thing or obsess on this thing or this trigger, which I'm completely powerless over. So I'm glad that these options are showing up in my life. And I'd hate to see myself on a job. I'm going to allow myself to just talk this out too. Because we were talking about me like taking an office job. And we were both laughing because I'm like, if I'm doing something that's a robotic, repetitive thing, I think I'd be fine. Like stuffing envelopes, no problem. Maybe. It's a hands thing. I have issues when I use my hands with the brain. Like if you came up and asked me a question and I was twisting, I'd have to focus on one thing at a time. So we were laughing at the idea of me trying to work on something on the computer and the phone is ringing at the same time. I'm like, either I can answer the phone or I can finish this task. I can't do both. So multitasking is still a skill set that I need to relearn. So I don't think an office job is going to be ideal for me right now. not, so that's the challenge. That's the challenge. And I hope that anyone who's watching this, and if you're not watching it, I don't care. Even for my stalkers, I hope that you're watching this and you go like, yeah, you know what? She could do this. She could do that. Because like, here's my challenges. Okay. Reading consistently is very hard. And writing, I can type, but I have to just do a lot of spell checking. Like I'm trying to, and I think that's it too, is I'm trying to go back to what I did before the car accident. It was either office work in the banking industry dealing with numbers, which now, even if I just enter my receipts and my spending, I lose feeling in my feet. It's like, you have this brain injury leaves me with certain skills that I have to turn other stuff off. So I'm trying to figure that out. I'm trying to figure out like what I can do consistently. I think that I'm going to have to try to start out like a very short period. And then that's also too, if I'm having severe brain stuff, because I'm not diagnosed with the seizures, because they don't show up on any EEG. The last neurologist said, he's like, I'm not going to bother to diagnose you as having seizures because that would also limit your life. But we will give you medications to treat as if. Because the one medication I'm on treats nerve pain, and it's also used as an anti-seizure medication. And so they just up the dose on that. And that actually helped. And then adding two antidepressants helped with the mood swings from the seizure-like episodes or whatever the hell my brain wants to do. So, hey there. So it's like, what can I do to work? What can I do to work? And I won't always have reliable transportation. And because of my back, it's hard to wait for a bus, or to take a bus to get somewhere. So it's when I have these seizures, like I have to, oh my God, it's hard for me to follow directions when I have a brain day. So yeah, I'm just trying to adjust to what does the new normal look like. And that's one of the goals that I have this week. And I want to talk to my visions and goals group, is about writing writing an action plan of what does going back into the work world look like with this brain injury. Like with a day like today. Today's a nice example because it's a middle of the road. I'm not at the top of my game, and I'm not slumped down where I have to just rest. And this is second week in the birth control. So yeah, it's not PMS. So being able to see when I'm having one of these days where I'm just uncertain as to what's going on in my body, how I would be able to focus on a particular task. So just trying to figure out what that is. I need to go lay down. Girl, I'm having trouble talking. I'm going to have to put them balloons to the side and go lay the hell down. I'm going to go watch some Psych. Oh, and you guys are blocking the Netflix. Dude, I want to watch 13 Reasons Why. I've never seen that series. I want to watch it. I want season 2. Yeah, I'm going to lay down, and then I'll try to figure out how to make Miss Piggy. And if I make another video today, I don't know if I will, I'll try to show Miss Piggy here, or you're welcome to look for me on Facebook, Quinn's Twisted Artwork. You can look there. Or on Instagram, Quinn's Twisted Artwork, if you want to see my balloon art that I create. I'm a freaking genius if you give me enough time to do something. In 30 minutes, I can make something amazing if my brain's working. And when it's not, you don't know what I look like afterwards. I'm like, yeah. Anyhow, have a great day on purpose, and know that your life has meaning and worth regardless of what you're able to do. That's what I want to give folks, is some kind of hope. Even to the people who hate me, even to the people who are stalking me and hate me, your life has meaning and worth too. It does. I want you to know you're helping me. even with what you're doing. You're helping me to recover, because I have to think differently as to how to operate my brain. So I want you to know that you, even there's a use even in your hatred of me. I'm going to use you for that. I'm going to learn from it. I'm going to grow in some kind of way. And so thank you. Thank you. Thank you for your contribution. All right. Till next time. Peace.